Få bilar har en så distinkt form som Citroën DS. Den mexikanskfödde konstnären Gabriel Orozco är en av många som fascinerats av DS form. Han har skapat en mycket egen version och den ställs nu ut på Moderna museet. För att ta oss dit tar vi givetvis Stockholms enda DS-taxi.
When I was a kid, because I wanted to be a Formula One race driver. And somehow in Mexico you don't see that many Formula One cars in the street. So I was thinking how we can convert all these cars in a Formula One car. So I thought about cutting it like this and have a more slim car. So every street car can become a race car. So it was a kind of kid's dream, you know, to have this. And I was a super fan of cars, and I was a speed racer. I was watching Speed Racer when I was a kid. So my relation with cars has been very strong all my life. Then, long time after, in '93, I was in Paris, and I have to make an exhibition there. How about doing this gesture of soldering and compacting the car, in which a lot of the characteristics of the car, of the design, will be exaggerated. Even the idea of motion, perspective, speed, the notion of projection in space will be even more relevant. So then I decided to do it, to do it there, and I found an assistant that knows about cars and all that. So we went to a garage. Then we cut it between the two of us by hand, because you have to use all different kinds of tools. You have to do it one piece by piece, and it has to be millimetrical. So to put it together, everything will match, you know. But obviously the garage, they help us to paint the car, to cut the glass, to do some things. And then at the end was like two kids disarming a toy and making again a new toy.
Is it still a car?
I think it's still a car, and it's still a transportation machine. It doesn't move physically because the motor is outside, obviously, but it goes like a sense. It does have a sense of movement when you are inside. When you look at it, it is projecting in space. So it really keeps somehow having the effect of motion, having the idea of transportation, because you are transported to another time, you are transported to that time. But also I think it looks futuristic maybe, so the idea of transportation and traveling is still in the piece. And you can occupy it as a vehicle, so it's still a vehicle, you can get inside, outside. So there are many functionalities that they are still in the piece, although now it's like a artwork, but it's not just a sculpture.
When you look at your work, you can see that you are interested in natural forms as well as man-made forms. And when you look at the DS and the whale, you see how man-made forms and natural forms very much collaborates.
That's good. That's right. That's right. I mean, the La DS, it was called the shark, I think, at some point, and some people related. I mean, I love the organic design. So the relation with the human body, the relation with natural forms in La DS is very, very special. But also it's a street car. It's not like just a kind of fancy car. It's also like a common everyday object. It was in a specific culture, of course, but it was. So I like that. It's a good combination of organic and artificial.
Utställningen på Moderna museet heter Natural Motion. Och här finns också ett antal fotografier på Gabriel Orozcos östtyska Simson Schwabi ställd bredvid andra gula Schwabi.
Well, I was living in Berlin in '96 and I bought this yellow Schwabi for me, for personal transportation in the city, as a game also. And I started to see others and they say hi to me, and was a complicity with these other drivers. But then I decided just alone to be as an excuse to go out to promenade in Berlin in '96 to find another yellow Schwalbe. And every time I found one in the street, I park mine next to it and I take a picture. And I start to collect these. So for 3 months I was doing that. And it's just, I never met the person, but I always found a yellow Schwalbe. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you.